Every morning, we rise, ready to meet our human potential, to take that next incremental step, to do the hard work that changes. Set in our preparedness and confidence in that moment when you know, I've got this. And then we rise. Each of us, all of us. We rise as passions coalesce in research, art, athletics, and beyond. We rise to the challenge of inquiry and discovery through undergraduate research and hands-on learning. We rise through the personal attention of a small college, fueled by large university resources. We rise to the need for listening across differences, teaching the art and the act of conversation. We rise to the sounds of a vibrant, diverse, and culturally rich city, and we reflect it. At Trinity University, we recognize that you are here because you are ready to rise. And through a love of learning and a life of learning, we will challenge you to always reach beyond the horizon. Because your future awaits.
In the Southern Athletic Association, success starts with purpose and is grounded in excellence. Our student athletes thrive in the classroom supported by elite institutions where curiosity meets challenge. On the field, on the court, in the pool, our competition reflects our commitment. Greatness isn't occasional, it's expected. But what truly sets us apart is our culture. Belief in education through athletics. A standard that's as high as the goals we set and exceed. Excellence in the classroom, greatness on the field, unmatched standards in Division III. This is the Southern Athletic Association. This is unmatched D3.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Tiger Network for this NCAA women's soccer match between the Millsaps Majors and Trinity Tigers. I'm Chris Hockman. With me is Scott Lebo. And Scott, have you calmed down from what we saw on Friday night yet?
No.
Heck of a game, heck of a goal against the Rhodes. It was a top three clash. Teams have effectively switched positions in a lot of ways on that one. Stunning goal to Lila Bracken, who unsurprisingly is my player to watch after a brilliant goal. Beautifully set up by Malia Cesar, but a great goal too. Really well taken goal. Do yourself a favour. Check that out on the YouTube. It was a great goal and a huge goal in terms of Trinity University season, because now they are in the box seat to get the bye. They currently sit second in the SAA. Top two get a bye. If they can get 4 points, they'll clinch the bye. So if they win here, win and a draw is basically what they need to clinch the bye, or just match whatever Rhodes does, which will probably be 2 wins. So just win 2 games, basically. The equation for Millsaps is a bit simpler. They just have to win. They have to win their last 2 games if they're going to make the playoffs. So it's a tough ask because they've got one of the top 2 teams in the conference today. But they're still in. It's not over till it's over, right? So
they've got Rhodes next week as well.
They have Rhodes next week, yeah. So they've
top 3 team.
2 of the top 3 in the first. 2 of the top 3 in their last 2 games where they have to win both of them. It's been a rough season, but like you pointed out with the Rhodes men on Friday, pretty young side. So, you know, the future's good there for Millsaps as the teams come out. Tigers are being led out by the Black Lions, who are coached by assistant coach Mayra Ozivi of Trinity, but we'll run you through the lineups. Millsaps, it's 1 change from the team that played Southwestern on Friday. Emily Lozano starts in goal. Haley James, Alex Bremen, Lola Downer, Lily Butcher, Ava Sutton, she's the 1 change. She comes in for Alicia Olivas, Maya Beebe, Reese Bresso, Hope Monk, Susanna Busby, and Abby Weard are your starting 11. Head coach Luke Schwartz. It's his first season. It's his first season as a head coach. Might be familiar to people at Trinity because he played against Trinity, played for the University of Dallas from 2014 to 2017. He was a 3-time All-SCAC selection. And so, you know, big part of the team there. And then Trinity could have done this in my sleep, honestly. It's an unchanged lineup for the Tigers, of course. Dylan Harrison doesn't change things up much. So your starting lineup for Trinity then is Lauren Little, Malia Cesar, Alex Doran, Hannah Khan, Bree Werner, Kylie Harris, Darian Williard, Ilsa Newland, Madison Bugansky, Kayla Boven, Ellie Creek. I think one thing that reflects is Trinity's been very fortunate, and I'm going to knock on our desk as I say this for Trinity's sake, with injuries this year. We saw last year like Ilsa Newland missed a big chunk of the season due to injury, so they've been fortunate this year. But there's also conditioning. It's not just about getting lucky. It's about having good conditioning and doing well there. Dylan Harrison, their coach, is in his 10th season. He played here for the men's team. He is 160, 21, and 15 with Trinity, 234, 116, and 25 overall. Trinity are second in the SAA after their win on Friday. Huge win, big win. And they are ready for that. They are 48th in Massey, 33rd on NPI, which hasn't updated after that Rhodes win. So I imagine they'll probably crack into the top 25 in NPI when that drops next week. One more chair.
And team captain number 16, a senior defender from St. Louis, Missouri, Ilsa Newland. The assistant coaches are Spencer Valdez, Andy Williamson.
And so we, Trinity haven't conceded more than 1 goal since September 6th. They haven't lost at home since September 25th, 2023 against UMHB. They haven't lost a conference game since October 10th, 2021. Haven't lost a home conference game they didn't win was October 21, 2007.
Up the scoreboard.
But we're going to do the national anthem and then we'll be back. We'll talk more about Millsaps. All right, we are back here as the players shake hands. Millsaps was 7th last year in the SAA. They're 8th right now. They have to win or their season is over. They have an 0-7 record against Trinity. The last match was a 10-1 loss, October 9th, 2011. They are, though, an NCAA leader. They are 4th in shot accuracy, Millsaps. So they're one of the most accurate shooters in the country. The catch is they don't get a ton of chances to show it. But they have a .68 shooting accuracy, which is impressive. Anything above 50% shooting accuracy, I think, is pretty good. So 4th in the country for shot accuracy. That's something they can lay their hat on. They've been doing well. They didn't win a conference game last year. They unfortunately look on track to do the same again this year. They have only scored 2 goals since a 13-0 win over Tougaloo College on September 24th. It's been difficult to say the least for them. I think a player to keep an eye on, though, is Alex Bremond, junior midfielder. She has 7 goals this season. She was all SAA honourable mention last year. She could be a threat. They only had 2 shots on target on Friday. She had 1 of them. So I think someone to keep an eye on is Alex Bremond. But yeah, it's obviously been a tough season for them. They're out of Jackson, Mississippi. They're named after their founder, who was Major Millsaps, hence why they're called the Majors. They built the first golf course in Mississippi. They hosted the first night football game in Mississippi. They were the first all-white college in Mississippi to voluntarily desegregate, which I think is really cool. I think it's a really cool part of their history that they're justifiably proud of. And they have some cool people that have been through there. Johnny Carson is a graduate of Millsaps. So that's a cool one. Claude Passot, who played Major League Baseball in the 1940s, went to Millsaps. Former Mississippi Governor Tate Reeves. Former? I think they're the former. And then a really interesting one is Donald Triplett, the first person diagnosed with autism, went to Millsaps College. So for anyone that thinks that's a thing that can stop you having a full and complete life, I point to Donald Triplett, first person to have been diagnosed, went to Millsaps College, got a degree, was really good with numbers. He was an accountant. So that's the history. They closed their season out with Rhodes, like you said. So rough finish.
Yeah.
For Millsaps.
Any tougher than that?
It's a rough.
Sewanee in there maybe, but other than that.
Yeah, they had Sewanee, I think, a while back. I think it might have been one of their. Yeah, it was their second game of conference play was Sewanee. That was 7-0. So it's been a difficult one. That Tougaloo result does stand out. 13-0. They actually called it early. They essentially mercy ruled it in like the 74th minute at 13-0. I'll be honest and say I don't know a lot about Tougaloo College, but that was their 13-0 win, which is where a lot of those goals have come from for Bremen. But she'll be the one to keep an eye on. Number 4, I should say. Watch out for her. And of course, Trinity, Layla Bracken, scored her first collegiate goal, and it was a goal that gave Trinity a vital win for their season. And now Trinity, essentially 2 wins away from securing the bye.
Here we go. Majors and Tigers.
It's all kind of about goal difference now too, because now their record's identical with Sewanee, because of course they drew each other, which is Dylan Harrison also coached at Sewanee. So as we get underway, it's Millsaps in the white and purple. They're going to be going from left to right on your screen. Trinity in the black, going from right to left. Did I say that right? It's Millsaps left to right, Trinity right to left.
There you go.
I think I said they were both going in the same direction. So that would have been something to watch.
Make it, take it, have to go back across.
Yeah, we're playing half
midfield or
court. Yeah.
Half court soccer. Love it.
There was, originally when things were scheduled, there was that schedule where the women and the men were supposed to be playing at the same time. That would have been half court. We're playing futsal.
2 half court games at once.
Yeah. You have to tag in the goalkeepers for each team. So it's just passing it around, waiting for the opening. It'll come. Yeah, there's no need to rush things.
Yeah, and this is what they do. They're more than comfortable doing this right now.
Oh, gets round, keeps it in. Swung in. Keeper gets a touch, puts it back. Shot comes, good save.
Yeah, she was ready for that one. Knew where Hannah Kahn was looking. She had defenders as well, blocking the angle to the back post, but prepared, ready to hop to that near post was Lozano.
Yeah, good save from Emily Lozano. I believe has just an absolute obscene number of saves. She's now made 150 saves on the season. She's faced 368 shots this year. It's a really good save, really good work from Lozano on that follow-up. And she'll clear it away now. Ball bounces and falls for Cesar, who lays it off for Newland. Newland runs into space, sending it up wide right for Doran. Doran cuts in. She's got support. She has Boganski. She has Warner, but loses out. Quit away by the Majors, but not far enough. Only to Creek. Creek lays it back for Newland. Newland out wide right for Williard. Williard making that run. Looks to beat the second defender. Can't do so, but it goes out for a throw anyway. So throw in for the Tigers. Thrown in for Doran. Beats her defender, can cross it in, but she's going to double back, cut back. There's the cross, cleared away by the Majors. Gets to Williard. Williard sends it back in with some interest. Cesar's clean through. She controls, has a shot, but too close to the keeper. But danger signs, you can't leave space open like that in the box. Cesar not known for her goal scoring. She has 2 goals in her career, but she hasn't scored this season. But it's not her role, she's not expected to score. She's there to set them up. 4 assists this year, including the one to Bracken. Clearance is shanked. Gathered well, yeah, it will be a foul. Just got her with the arm, and so that'll relieve some of that pressure for the Majors. We're going to stop the clock. Looks like maybe she got either winded or she's maybe copped it in the head as she's running through here. We'll see. Yeah, I think she might be. Just got it awkwardly. Yeah. Yeah, she's just got the wind knocked out of her.
Just in the midsection right there.
Yeah, it's unpleasant. There's a few organs there when you get hit.
Yep.
It's not a good
They're
feeling.
going to yell at you.
Yeah. Like, please stop doing that.
Don't do that again.
Yeah.
Don't get hit there again.
When I did physical therapy post-surgery, I was complaining to my physical therapist. I go, I was just like asleep and I woke up and it was like in the middle of the night I got woken up and it was really sore. My physical therapist goes to me, well, don't do that. Stop doing that.
Don't wake up.
Don't sleep.
No, don't wake up.
Don't sleep comfortably. So, there are a few other things that were genuinely helpful. He was obviously kidding, but like pain is your body's way of telling you to stop doing something.
Yep.
So, sometimes, unfortunately, the thing your body's telling you to stop doing is exist.
Yeah. Although she's grabbing her arm there.
Yeah, I wonder. She maybe when she fell, she
Yeah.
kind of leant on the arm, and that can kind of jar it. I think she'll be okay. So she's going to come
For the major, number
out.
21.
I had something like that happen similar this year. Just slipped and fell, and you put your arm down, and you can land on it really weird. There's a number of ways you can hurt your elbow, your shoulder, just by falling and putting your weight on your arm in an uncomfortable way.
Yeah.
There's a lot of ways that your arm can move then that it's not necessarily supposed to. So hopefully she's okay. She'll get checked out.
Well, we thought Alicia Olivas was coming in, but she didn't. So it looks like the majors are playing with 10 right now, actually. So I think they're pretty confident that she's going to be fine and come back on.
We'll see. I'd say just looking at her getting checked out right now, they're feeling her upper arm, and it looks like she's in quite a bit of discomfort. So
yeah, she didn't look happy. It's Lily Butcher from Manchester, England. But she actually played a lot of her youth soccer in Wigan, which is more known for its rugby league than its football. But they did for a while, Wigan Athletic, in the Premiership for a little while. But it's a very heavy rugby league town. Oh, beautiful ball out wide right, big chance for Trinity. Players streaming forward for the Tigers. Oh, beats a defender, she's through, she's going to have a go. Back of the net. Easy finish for the Tigers. That's Alex Doran.
yeah, and they go down to 10 men for the injury there, and Trinity take advantage, cut through Millsaps' defense really easily there. It's Alex Doran just.
Yeah, that is really where you see the 10, because she's
Yeah.
had to come wider than
Yep.
she would normally have been.
Yep, and Doran, I've talked about it before. She's not the type of player that wants the ball to feet and to have to beat somebody from a standstill. Instead, she wants to get up to full speed and be running at somebody with full speed and cut at full speed, and that's exactly what she gets the opportunity to do there. You're playing to her strength, and she takes advantage.
To Alex Doran with the goal, her 10th goal of the season, 12th of her career. But yeah, well-deserved goal, I think, for the run. She really deserves something for her, whether it was a goal or an assist. Takes it herself. 1-0 Tigers.
Butcher's back in the game now as well.
Yeah,
She's
she
still
did come
grabbing
back
her
on,
arm.
but she doesn't look comfortable with the arm. So hopefully she'll be okay. I should point out, alumni weekend. Alex Doran, the child of 2 Trinity alumni. Mother Becky played for this team, and Trey played football. Her uncles as well, Alex and Case, played football on the Trinity team. So long alumni history for Alex Doran. Her sister Sam's on the rodeo team at Tarleton State. So Tarleton State having a good sports year. Looking like they could be bowl bound,
Yeah.
which is wild. Because I always actually think of Tarleton State as a rodeo college. They're a good rodeo school. They have a good rodeo team. So that Sam Doran is on that team is pretty impressive. So Tigers, look, this is probably what we expected this game to be. A lot of possession domination for Trinity, like we said. Millsaps, pretty young side. Chance to cut back, keeper comes, she does well. That's beautiful work from Emily Lozano. That takes a lot of courage to come out. Someone's running at you like that you can cop a boot to the face, and that can end badly. So she does really well. She makes the decision to come. She didn't necessarily have to. The defense was there, but I think the right decision for her to come and deal with it rather than relying on the defense. Really good work from her defensively. Kept in and cleared away for a throw. Always better to concede a throw than a corner. Even though statistically corners aren't as good as you think they are. Ball back as Trinity recycle it. Kylie Harris. Harris goes wide to Boven. Ball cuts outside well. Back to Cesar. In the middle to Creek, looks for options. A lot of players calling out for her, but sends it out wide. Good ball out to Doran. Doran cuts it into the middle. Majors just can't clear it. Looks like Hannah Khan's going to win that. Also, I think something Rhodes did really well is that they really did neutralize Hannah Khan. I don't think we said Hannah Khan's name much on Friday.
No, and even in the second half, you know, Trinity made the adjustment to try and move Hannah Khan to the opposite side, and still, they marshaled her well.
Sent long. Cesar sends it back to Creek. Over to Boven. Khan cuts outside, but isn't going to beat the second defender. Does well, though. Challenges for it. It is going to go out for a throw, but it puts him back in the corner.
Yep. And right here, with a throw from this position, it's the type of thing where you can pin somebody back here and make it even more difficult for them to clear out of their own box, and then you gain possession back just like that.
Which is exactly what happened, yeah. Goes out for Williard. Yeah, I suspect if Trinity can get a few more, we're going to see a plethora of changes in the second half. In fact, if they get well ahead, we might not see these players back for the second half. Oh, beautiful work. Brie Werner. That's stunning work with the ball at her feet. Flicks it around. And that's 2 in the first 10 minutes. Brie Werner, great work. Just plays with the ball. Gets it around her body and the defender. It's a beautiful pass, too.
Yeah, it's a great pass between defenders for Brie Werner. The first touch is awkward. The ball's off the ground, but she does well to get back to it, finds the ball out of the air, and then the finish is well done. 1v1 with the keeper. Just taps it past.
Yeah, Brie Werner gets a goal to go with her assist. Madison Barganski gets the assist on that goal. So Brie Werner, 5th goal of the season and 5th assist of the season. 13 goals, 11 assists in her career. As Hannah Khan beats one, some half-hearted defending, plays back for Madison Barganski. Wow. With a simple finish, taps it home, 3-0 Tigers, 2 goals in a minute. Barganski, I was just about to say that's her first assist of the season, 2nd of her career. It's now the 9th goal of the season, 21st goal of her career. Barganski having a really strong year for goal scoring, but that's what she's there to do. She's there to just tap those home.
No, and that's exactly what she does. She's not the type of player who scores a lot of special, worldy type goals. She is just a presence in the box, always there when you need her to be, and that's exactly what she's doing right there, arriving at the right moment, wide open for the cutback from Hannah Khan. It's the easiest pass for Khan there. If you can cut it back, no defenders in the way, and your striker is arriving at the right moment.
It's the right option. So it's an assist for Hannah Khan, 4th assist of the season, 15th of her career, 2-time All-SCAC. Probably on track for an All-SAA, not as well. There aren't a ton of players that have all-conference honours. Oh, it's a good ball into Barganski, but just can't keep it down. And it goes out. That was almost 3 goals in a minute and a half for the Tigers. But if you remember, Hannah Khan, on her debut, scored and assisted. So she's got the assist.
Challenge here, right, 1st and 2nd.
But we're through the first 10 minutes now. One just really comprehensive from Trinity. And this is where goal difference ends. SAA, three goals. So only the 3-goal difference is what counts. So I don't know if every coach knows that. Because there's been some scores in the SAA, but only the first 3 count for goal difference. So I should say the goal difference can max out at 3. So you could score 5. If you concede 2, it's still 3. So I'm not saying that only the first 3 goals count. It's just your goal difference maxes out at 3 for the tie breaks, which could be a factor. Barganski's onside. In fact, I think the referee's even playing an advantage here. Ball's cut back to Khan, just behind her. And now maybe Millsaps could be a threat on the counter here, but the ball runs out for a throw.
Maddie, get to it early, get turned so you can serve it as people are coming back.
And the Tigers already 7 shots, 6 on target. It has been as comprehensive a 10 minutes as you could have. This is exactly the start the Tigers would have wanted. The question is, how much do they keep going? Looks like the answer's a lot, because they are still going for this one. Tigers back on it. Ilsa Newland. Thought she might have a go. She's on goal-scoring form this year, Ilsa Newland. I thought she'd consider it. Werner forces, looked up, didn't really have a shot. Werner gets around 1. But the shot, I think, took a bit of a deflection, which took the sting out of it. And it goes to the keeper. So a quiet few minutes here for Millsaps. Boven sends it forward. Barganski, keeper's out. Had to track back, cut across. Was looking for Brie Werner. Cleared away by the Majors. It's good work defensively to get it clear. Recovered well. Sub coming, first change of the game for Trinity. I'm not surprised they're going to the bench early. Finley Hoover comes in for her 10th appearance of the season. Her sister, Kimberly, also played for the team. We've got another sub too. Malia Cesar's coming out. It's going to be Nina Pollock coming on for her 5th appearance of the season. Cuts around as Khan, cleared away by the Majors, but they're just all on the edge of the area, so it's going to go back to Trinity. Creek lays it off for Williard. Williard swung it in. It's going to go to Khan. She has to cut it back, though. It's close to the byline and just was always kind of slipping as she was getting it. It's a difficult pitch today because we had some rain last night. And the parts of the pitch that get a lot of shade are very, very wet.
Yep.
And the far side, where it's pretty much sunny all the time, is not as wet at all. So it's hard to kind of judge how slippery the pitch is going to be.
Yeah, I think the other thing there with that moment for Khan is she looks at first trying to get across it to have a strike, and she just wasn't ever really going to get there. The ball was moving too fast. Had she, though, just gone straight to the byline where she ended up trying to receive the ball, I think she could have gotten there early enough to get a cut back to another teammate, but that's just ambition.
Ball's bounced to the box.
Ooh.
Oh, it was really tight. It was always going to be hard to finish.
Yeah.
So keep it as well. She just gets in the way as a goalkeeper, which is half your job. So
yeah, and I think there's a little bit of surprise here as well that the ball falls to you in that position. Right there, you think maybe the defender's going to get a touch.
Yeah, it took a deflection. I think if it came clean through, she's able to get maybe a better purchase on it. But even still, the keeper is right there. It's just going to be so hard to get it off of her hands.
She's in pain. She's in a lot of pain, Butcher. And she goes down. She slides there. And
she's
you
holding,
slide onto the arm.
You can see her holding it right against her. I think there's something I may have overheard that it might have popped. Her elbow might have popped out. Yeah. And so that could be what happens. Like, it's hard. You put all your weight on one elbow. It's difficult. Oh, free header goes across the face.
No, and I'll tell you that there's and is that the sub? No, it's not.
No.
For the Rangers, Alicia.
There is
Weird coming out.
an injury that can happen. I know it can happen at least with the shoulder. I've had it where the shoulder pops out of the socket, but then pops back in on its own.
Yeah, it's unpleasant.
But it still hurts, and
Yeah.
I mean, it also leaves you like super vulnerable. You're in a lot of pain. All the muscles around there hurt. Your shoulder is weakened, right? So I think if it's an elbow, I'm assuming it's a very similar thing. The rest of the muscles around there are having to do a lot more work. The elbow is in pain. It's a little weakened, and it's swollen, and it doesn't feel great. And I think the other unfortunate thing is that you are vulnerable then to it popping back out again.
Aggravating it.
And so every time she's going to slide there, you put a lot on your elbow when you go into a slide tackle.
Yeah.
And you put your arm down, it trails behind you a lot of the time. I think that leaves you vulnerable to a lot of pain.
Yeah. And you're just going to play how you play, right?
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to be like, oh, I got to slide the other way. You're just going to play how you play. And so,
no, I think she's okay to carry on in terms of like, I don't know what the risk is of re-injuring it. I think trainers are here to make sure that doesn't happen. But
nearly an Olympica.
Yeah, but I think it'll be a question of can you play through the pain more than anything else, and it seems like she's going to try.
Offside, yeah. I don't think it's necessarily Kylie Harris that was off there.
Yeah. Just other players impacting
But yeah, the player that draws the defender that
Yep.
lets Kylie Harris leaves her with the free shot, that's the player that's
It's a good
offside.
call by the referee then, if that is the case too. Especially when you're pouring numbers into the box like that, you draw somebody off of another player.
It's a tough offside call to call sometimes because it's about influencing the game. I've talked about Arsene Wenger's joke, if you're not influencing the game, what are you doing on the pitch? Basically him saying that wording needs to be clearer.
Yeah.
But it can be hard to be like, well, would the defender have moved that way anyway? Because they went to the ball. But, I think right call there. They've drawn the defender. And she may have been offside too. Our angle's impossible. So. Shot comes out for a goal kick. So, yeah, and the other thing is, like, you hear a pop. That could actually be a few things. When you tear a muscle, there's a pop sound too. So there's always a worry that that's what's happened.
Yep. And I think, when I was watching a trainer working with her, they're feeling her upper arm, trying to see if, is it a muscle thing? I'm feeling to make sure all your muscles are still feeling right, intact. Okay, everything feels good. And you heard that pop, you felt that pop probably in your elbow, but then you can also feel it's back together. It's connected. It's not still dislocated. So
yeah, I think the shame is it's so early in the game, so it's like she's got to wait a while before she can get ice on it.
Yeah,
and,
it's gonna be a lot of pain.
It's not a fun thing to play through. Shot comes from Ellie Creek, high and wide.
No, and like I said, it does leave you quite vulnerable for it to happen again. I had that happen with my shoulder in the spring, in a spring game, right at the end of our season. Didn't play any more games, trained all summer, came back. We were playing in a scrimmage game here before. It was actually the one where I was running after the scrimmage to try and get over here, sweaty after the game and everything, but fell on it again, and it popped out again, and then popped right back in. Even easier than the first time, and I was able to keep playing after the fact, but then my shoulder the rest of this year has been swollen and dealing with injuries, and
so Jordan Templeton comes.
Oh, what a ball!
Oh, good defensive work to put the pressure on. Didn't let Khan get around the ball. May just clear it out. Yeah, it's just what you got to do. You just got to get rid of it. And it looks like another potential injury here for Millsaps to Reese Brasseau as well. She is also on the track and field team for the majors, so she's busy. She does the throws for the track and field team. So she's basically an all-year-round athlete. She's been starting a lot more lately, has 5 starts this season. So she's been doing more and more. It can be hard to have that load on you. Tigers. Again in possession. There's a chance to switch that they take. Boven on the ball. Millsaps try to push him out wide. Khan looks to cut inside. Does so. Has a go direct. Keeper spills it. It's put in. We're going to stop the clock for the head injury for one of the Tigers. I can't quite see who it is. And then I believe the goal stands is what I think has happened. I don't quite know who.
I am not sure.
I don't quite know when the ball crossed the line, so I don't know who has the final touch on this. So we'll say keeper spills it.
Barganski
gets
she
there.
plays that fairly.
It's squared across, so
She lands really hard.
the goal will be for Brie Werner. That's a brace for her. But yeah, she just lands really hard. You got to check for any sort of head injury. We don't take any chances with that.
Yeah, and I'm not even sure too if it's head injury. It could be hip as well.
Yeah,
Hits really hard just landing there. So I think there's any number of things. She just lands really hard, like we said. Like that can be whiplash, your head hitting the ground, which is I think what you're seeing. And I'm a little more like, did she land on her hip? That's the first thing that hits right there. And
yeah, your hip is really vulnerable, bony.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I talk a lot about the hip surgery I had a few years ago, which was just I was born deformed. But it's
that's a way to put it.
Yeah, I had a bone malformation that tore my labrum, is what it was. So it wasn't a sports injury. I don't have a cool story. Some extra bone growth. So so don't go mess around with that. They'll check it out. It might actually be the hip.
Yeah.
But, so 4-0 for the Tigers. The goal goes to Brie Werner. It's a brace for her, which means I've got to do more math because I have to actually make sure I add 2. So 6 on the season for her, which means she will probably not play again for the rest of the game because she's on a brace and this city hates hat tricks.
Yep.
So, speaking of the city, San Antonio FC qualified for the playoffs. Did it? I would say they did it in dramatic fashion, but they pretty comfortably beat El Paso last night. 5-2.
It was very fun. I was at that game.
So,
they were. El Paso scored first.
El Paso did take the lead,
and it was 1-1 pretty early on, but then I think it quickly became 3-1. I think that was the score at the half. Then it became 4-1. Then El Paso was back to 4-2, and then it was 5-2. So,
yeah, it was. I would say they did in dramatic. What they did in dramatic fashion was they were in control of the playoffs, and then they lost like 3-4 straight. And so they needed to win on the final day to clinch a playoff place, which they did. So San Antonio FC back in the playoffs after a season out. They don't miss the playoffs often, teams in San Antonio. So they are back in the playoffs again.
Well, and the interesting thing, I'm from Colorado Springs, so at that
Defending
game,
champions, Colorado Springs.
Yep, and they backed into the playoffs.
They
had
back into the
all
playoffs.
they had to do last night was win. They lost 3-0.
But they got the right results.
Yeah, so they needed one of San Antonio FC, Orange County, and Lexington to lose, and Lexington apparently lost. So back right in, but
back their way in.
Barganski off the field now.
Off the field. I don't think she'll be back, is my hunch.
She's getting a lot of help walking.
Helped off. But yeah, I mean, so the big thing for Colorado Springs is now they have to play the whole playoffs on the road.
Well, she's walking on her own now, and she's smiling, so.
Colorado Springs will have to play on the road. That was the big thing that helped them win last year, was they played the entire playoffs at home.
Yep.
Colorado Springs is a tough place to play as an away team. Because you're at altitude.
Yep.
I think San Antonio wants Colorado Springs to win because then they'd host. They need Orange County to win. I think they need Orange County to win. If Orange County wins and they win, San Antonio hosts the semifinal.
Yeah.
So they can't host the final.
No.
Well, they could, but it'd have to be like
it would take a lot.
It would take a lot for San Antonio to host the conference final. So, the joys of USL Championship. So, Trinity back underway, back in possession. Good defensive work there from the Majors. Lola Downer getting things done defensively there. There's the men's team arriving by the looks of it. I don't think there's anything else going on right now, is there? This is me looking up the schedule. Nope. So that's almost certainly the men's team arriving. Advantage being played by the referee. Controlled by Bracken, the goal scorer from Friday. There she is. Big opportunity for another goal. It's a beautiful challenge from the Majors. Khan plays it in. Blocked. Again. Great work. Hope Monk, I think, with that challenge. Certainly Hope Monk with the block. So throw in. Is it? No, it's an offside. Offside is the decision. That's why the whistle went. To signify it was offside. So, Millsaps clear it away. But it's straight back with the Tigers. Hannah Khan gets around Busby. Yeah, that's going to be a foul. Maya Beebe looks at the referee. What did I do? Well, you can't just stop and stand in front of a player after they try to get around you. So, free kick for the Tigers. Well earned by Hannah Khan. She looked to get around defensively. We've got a traffic jam behind us. I guess a church service must have got out up the road. I think it's ball comes in from Khan. Oh, she's put it directly in over the top of the keeper. She's going to claim that she meant that. I don't know if she was going for the shot. I think she was trying to cross far post, but she'll claim it.
Well, look, I say it all the time, and it's not that example isn't the perfect one. But when you're taking a free kick there, if you're looking to cross, you should put it on target, because you ask a question of the of the goalkeeper to say, okay, I have to be ready that if a player runs in and they deflect it, it's going to go somewhere else. But it could also go on target. And maybe not in that case, just because it's not going to reach a player. Nobody's going to jump quite that high, but she puts it on target and she asks a question of the keeper and just lobs her to the back post. And I think the keeper, like you said, she might be expecting the cross, so she sets herself up in a certain way and it gets away from her. It's a great goal.
Yeah, well taken goal from Hannah Khan. I think her reaction says she didn't mean it. But third goal of the season for her.
She'll take it.
They all count.
They all count.
28th of her career. She's getting close to that magical 30 mark, which is kind of the bar for talking about sort of legendary achievements in NCAA soccer, is 30 goals in a career. There is a stat NCAA tracks at 30-30, which is 30 goals, 30 assists. Which is what, 90 points? I don't really track points personally. You get 2 points for a goal, 1 point for an assist. Is that stat? Which is different to hockey. NHL, it's just 1 and 1, because they're both equally important. Which means they don't even need to call it points. They could just call it goal involvements. But I guess points is shorter. Good work again defensively. The Majors have had some moments. Oh, and that's hit her in an uncomfortable place. So I think we're going to have a stoppage again here. We'll see. He's checking in. Oh, so Hannah Khan's coming off. It's a chance to check. Did she mean that? We'll see if we can
I'll ask her right now.
Yeah, we'll see if you can get an in-game interview with Hannah Khan.
Anna, was that intentional?
What do you mean was intentional?
Fair enough.
Hannah Khan's response is, what do you mean that was intentional?
Yeah, what do you mean was it intentional? It went in the goal.
It went in the goal. is the response.
Fair enough.
Yeah, like I said, you always claim them when they go in. There's no such thing as a cross cum shot. It was a shot. That's every striker in the world.
Yeah.
What do you mean cross cum shot? That was a goal. It was a shot.
Hey, I'm inclined to believe her too. The way she was pretty emphatic about that. Maybe she was shitting. I wouldn't have shot from there.
Look, all of her players were certainly not expecting a shot. That's what I'll say. Had a, don't know if I'd call that a free header. She just jumped higher than everybody else. Goes out for a goal kick. So Camille Young's header goes wide. I think we're not going to see a ton of the starters for Trinity for the rest of the match. 5 goals in. Still 18 and a half minutes to play in the first half. There's just tons of time. That's Alex Bremen there getting forward for the Majors. That's the player I said you got to keep an eye on. It's a throw for the Majors. This has been their best passage. Unsurprisingly, it was Bremen who made it happen. Flicked over the top. Can the Majors keep it in play? No. Looks like it's going to run for a goal kick. It does. But good signs there for the Majors.
Good, turn and slide. Just shift.
Tigers get things going. I'm interested to see if we'll see a changing goal for the second half. I know Claire Binns is no longer available. But perhaps Trinity Jefferson will come in. She was born to play for this team. Laid off for Hartnett. So Tigers have made 10 changes in the half. So it is only Lauren Little that stays on in the match so far. Which I think says a lot, because Ilsa Newland often plays full 90s even in games like this. So, but you've only got this match and then the match against Southwestern to try things out.
Yeah.
Then it's games that really count.
Yeah, and I don't know. I think it's interesting to say matches like this because I don't know the last time
there was one like this.
Quite like this. Yeah.
Yeah, where it was this many goals this early.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true.
I think they often control games and maintain possession and have a lot of chances in games like this, but they don't necessarily take their chances. And I think that's a big difference today. And it's a big difference that, when I've talked to Coach Harrison a lot this season, it's Bracken's carrying into the box here.
Played off for Hoover, blocked. Millsaps clear it away. That's a better clearance from Millsaps.
Yeah.
A lot of their clearances have just been hit and hope.
Yeah.
That one was actually intentionally to a player. So.
Yep. But as I've talked to Coach Harrison this season, there's been a lot of emphasis, especially in games where, you're talking about them tying and dominating in shots on, we're doing the right things. We just need to be more clinical. And I think today they're doing the right things and they're being clinical.
Oh, that was a beautiful cutback to Nina Pollock, I believe it was, with the shot. But, and this could be a case of a team just peaking at the right time. You said there's been a lot of games they've dominated. They've had a good shot lead. They've had a good possession lead. They've controlled things, but they've been draws.
Yep.
I think you can look at a few of those this season. That Berry game, I think, is the one we point to a lot. It's like, maybe that's one you should have won.
That was the Berry game was the one. 0-0 game. They had 23 shots in that game to 3.
Yeah.
And so that's always a tough one. You feel like you dominate the game, but Coach Harrison is really, really good about stuff like that. He talks about it, saying all positive things, really. You know, we have to be more clinical, yes, but we're doing all the right things. We're doing all the right things. We're getting into the right spaces, and he's not worried. It's the players who are driving it. As Bracken's in, scored our first on Friday.
Yeah, and Thig needs support. Finds it. Oh, it's a beautiful strike. Beautiful ball back from Bracken, and Clara Richards finishes it off. 6 for the Tigers. So Clara Richards, her 3rd goal of the season.
Playing for the Tigers by Clara Richards.
So Clara Richards puts it away. 3rd goal of the season, 8th goal of her career. It's an assist to Lila Bracken. 5th assist for her in her career, which is this year. First-year forward out of Dallas. I enjoy it. My favourite fact about Lila Bracken is that Gasolina is her pre-game hype song. I've got to get it on the playlist. And I'm a big fan of Daddy Yankee.
I think they should just ask everybody that question in their, questionnaire that they get to put all the information on the website, and then they should look at that and say, okay, we're building the playlist around what everybody said is their pregame hype song. Everybody gets one.
San Antonio FC this year started doing a thing where the players got to pick, not every player, but each game a player picked a part of the pregame playlist.
Yeah.
Which was really cool because they have players from a few different places. It was nice.
Yeah.
When they had one of the Jamaican players and they're playing roca, reggaeton, reggae, and all that, and all these Jamaican artists that no one's ever heard of.
I think a pregame playlist is pretty awesome, and giving the players the choice in that is also pretty awesome. I'm also a big fan of a walkout song. It's always cool.
They do have a walkout song. Oh, shot goes wide. It's very Texas-y.
Yeah.
It's a very Texas-themed thing, and I always find it funny because a lot of the early games of the season are against another team also from Texas.
Yep.
Like on Saturday next week, they're going to play Southwestern, who are from Georgetown.
Yep.
Which is just up 35.
Yeah.
And
I'm trying to remember, is that walkout, do they play that before the kickoff, or
they play it when the players come down from the Bell Center?
Because I think the men, on the other hand, they have a few songs that are like right before the game songs that like, as their starters, and they're in the huddle and they're going out there and everything.
Entering for Millsaps is Kayla Torres.
And this is an interesting sub I was just hearing about. This is Kayla Torres, backup goalkeeper, getting in the game as a field player.
As an outfield player.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kayla Torres. Which means she's in a different number, so I have to remember she's wearing 25.
Yep.
Kayla Torres.
And the fun thing too there, coach says to her, like, you deserve to play, you deserve to get involved, and that's always a cool thing.
Yeah, she's only played once this season. But she does, her record as a goalkeeper, perfect, 1 win. So, so she's here playing outfield. It was always fun. I played keeper. It was always fun when you got to go have a bit of a run as a keeper. So she's wearing 25, Kalia Torres, first-year goalkeeper out of Round Rock. Speaking of Texas. So we'll see what position she's playing. Shot comes. Oh, it's in the back of the net.
It's offside.
No, it's not. It's offside. Yep. Well, it is in the back of the net, but it doesn't count. So, waved off.
It's in the back of the net. No, it's not. The magic wall of offside.
The magic wall of offside. It doesn't actually hit the back of the net. I swear there was a FIFA game, I don't know, 94 or something, that if it was offside, it just wouldn't hit the back of the net. You didn't get the satisfaction. No. Right, it's still in the back of the net, but it was offside. Yeah, it was a handball, but the referees
Had no
can't
angle for
see
that,
through
yeah.
everybody as to why that one was a goal. But yeah, fell right to her feet. Keeper comes, saves. I'm trying to see where Torres is playing. I'm going to guess in the back line. But there are some goalkeepers that are like, no. When I'm in outfield, I'm a striker. Danny Vukovic is one of those players. Mark Bosnich, she said if he was an outfield player, he was a striker. Does have one international goal, does Mark Bosnich. Former Socceroos legend and Manchester United legend. Also played for the Central Coast Mariners. Tigers back on it. If you're wondering, Mark Bosnich's goal, trivia question, Solomon Islands. Throw in for the Majors. Another throw in, Majors just working their way up the field. So this means Trinity will clinch a place in the SAA tournament. Unless something really crazy happens. They'll be through to the SAA tournament. They need to match Rhodes' results to clinch the top two. But a draw coming into this was enough. Big one to watch is Southwestern because they need to improve a goal difference on Berry. Ball goes wide right now for the Tigers.
Great cross.
Beautiful header. Oh, just couldn't get the purchase they wanted on that strike.
Yeah, she's arriving at the back post.
That's where you want to be.
She's in the perfect position
Maybe
there.
the
It's just an
ground.
awkward height. I think if that's a little bit lower, she can get around it a little bit better, put that back on target. But just with the height it is, you're having to wait just a second longer for it to get to you, and then it's really hard for DeGrand to get around it and get it back on target.
That was quick. It was real quick on
Yeah.
her. That's a better goal kick. Like, it's actually genuinely looking to find players. Like, okay, yeah, Trinity get possession back, but you're looking to find players with the goal kick. That's what you want to do. You gotta, you want to keep possession ideally. So the way to do that is to find a player. Back to the Tigers. Signal is to go far post. Tip maybe a little low. It's back with the keeper. If you're wondering, not a back pass because there's not an intent to pass it back. It's just a block. Has to be an intentional back pass, and it has to be off the foot. If it's off the shin, it doesn't count even if it's intentional.
Great pass.
Just sent the ball the wrong way. Couldn't get around it. Now a chance to cut it back again. Cleared away by the Majors. Not far enough. Chance from Bracken. It's back. Keeper's gone down. She got a touch on that. Oh, she's held it there too. That's phenomenal goalkeeping from Emily Lozano. Look, I know you look at that score and you go 6-0. Goalkeeper's had a rough day. She really hasn't.
No.
She's made some really good saves.
They've asked a lot of her.
I think that puts her up to 7 saves on the day. So they'd be more than double.
I think one thing, in hockey, you often look at it and here's a chance if Hoover can keep it
Can she
in.
keep it in? She does, but she's going to need to recycle it, which is what they do.
Great
Ball
ball
sent
in.
Oh, it's beautiful. Big chance. Keeper again. Again, Lozano. Quick off a line.
Yep. It's there, though. They're queuing up for it. They're ready.
Yeah, they're huffing and puffing. The question is whether they can blow the house down.
Yeah, but as I was saying, in hockey, you often look at goals, and it's really a goalkeeper stat. I mean, shots is the defensive stat. However many shots you're allowing your keeper to take, and I think at a certain point they're like, okay, you've allowed a certain number of shots. The goalie's gonna let one in, right? But in soccer, when a shot is on target, I mean, it's rare, and especially the higher levels you get. But shot on target, odds are it's going to be going in most of the time. Like I think one of the more difficult things is like, can you get the shot on target? Once you get the shot on target, you've done the difficult part. So I think in a game like this where she's saving like 50% of the shots she's taking, or something even better than that, like 12
shots on goal. She's made about 8 saves.
So that's more than 50%. That's a good outing for a keeper in terms of percentage of save percentage. A keeper save percentage is the high, especially again the higher levels you get, the harder it is.
Yeah, I mean anything
and the
above.
Quality of shots today have been really good.
Anything above a third.
Oh,
it does hit the back of the net. That's really well judged.
Wow.
Keeper really took that hit.
What a flick.
Yeah, it's a beautiful flick over the keeper. And so Bracken. No, it was Bonnet, I think, actually. Let me see.
I think it is Bracken. Right
it
there,
is Bracken,
yeah.
Yep.
She does really well.
The keeper kind of sold out by their own defender there too.
I can't believe that gets down in time.
Yeah, I thought it was going over the whole time. So Bracken, 2 goals in 2 games.
Yeah.
For Bracken, an assist to Olivia Wagner.
A very different importance, the 2 goals in the 2 days.
2 goals, yeah. I mean, the goal on Friday is
about as important as it could get in a regular season game.
Season-defining.
Yeah.
Olivia Wagner, her first collegiate assist for her first-year defender out of Bixby, Oklahoma. It's near Tulsa. She played for Tulsa SC. DeGrand was looking to have a hit. Certainly that was the call from the bench. They wanted her to have a hit. Try to shut this one down. Majors now keep possession. Can they get it clear? It's going to be a foul. So
It's
3
tough.
minutes to go.
It's something I've talked about a lot of the time. When you're under pressure this much, when you finally do get the ball, you are so exhausted. Trinity, on the other hand, the ball's doing the work for them right now. When they lose possession, they have all the energy in the world to press. And so anytime that Millsaps is getting possession, looking to hold it, looking to get a break, Trinity are all over them immediately. And the energy is just, it's not there right now. They've been asked to do a lot of defensive work. I think this is a good opportunity for them to at least get it out of their own half for a little bit.
There's Bremond again. I mean, you can see why she's a key player for them.
Great play there from Nina Polak.
That was good work, teamwork there from the Majors. Templeton was looking for Bremen. Didn't quite come off. The ideas are there.
Yep.
I think give this team a little more time. No, step up another step.
There's good communication coming from the bench as well, which you have to hear. It's a young team, as we said, and oftentimes like that can be one of the biggest struggles is communicating and making sure everybody's on the same page. And so just some calls from the bench there about the ball's still there, finding each other, where your teammates are, just helping out with that communication while everybody is still trying to get on the same page with this young group.
Oh, Bonnet does well to keep that in. Goes across the face. It's back with Bracken. Lays it off for Rueda. And across the face. So we're about to hit the final minute of the half. Trinity 7, Millsaps 0.
1 minute.
Which at the moment would equal their highest loss of the season. Millsaps, send it long. Challenge is there, shot just over. And I suspect that'll be it for the half. Seven goals, 6 goal scorers.
Ten seconds. 9, 8.
Trinity will probably take the throw in.
5, 4, 3, 2.
And that'll be half time here at Paul McGinley Field. Pretty comprehensive stuff from Trinity. It's been what they've wanted to pull off all season is making this domination, the shot count. So 7-0 at half time. I think a big game if you're going to keep an eye on a couple of other games in the conference. Rhodes and Southwestern are about to kick off. That's a really fascinating one to keep an eye on. Because if Southwestern could somehow pull that off, that would mean that Trinity clinch a bye. But Berry and Sewanee, that's going to be a big factor for Southwestern, so I think Southwestern fans are going to have an eye on that. That kicks off at 1. But half-time here, 7-0. I don't think we're going to see every goal.
No, and just then on the Doran goal, they even just show, Doran first touches that set her up, not even the goal in the end. But yeah, a lot of goals, a lot of moments from this first half.
Yeah, a lot to look at. Really good ball, that one from Hannah Khan. And again, it was a good ball from Hannah Khan. That was the hard fall. That's what you got to do sometimes. I think that's been one of the differences. There's the goal that Hannah Khan definitely meant.
The more I watch it, the more
the more you watch it, the more you think, that's actually a shot. I just think her initial reaction.
Yeah, I'm wondering more if that has to do with not celebrating in a game like this, which is, I think, a little bit of trying to respect for your opponents. I think you get to a certain point and you're like, all right, we don't need to celebrate too much anymore.
But here we are at halftime, 7-0, 6 goal scorers for the Tigers. I think that'll be pleasing. I suspect we're going to see a change in goal. I think it's going to be Trinity Jefferson at halftime. But we'll see. There you go, halftime. Trinity 7, Millsaps 0 as we have a look in at the Southwestern v Rhodes game as well. That one's a big one because Southwestern really need to win, honestly. They don't need to, but they have to improve their goal difference on Berry or better their results. So it's one to keep an eye on because of that. And also, it's one to keep an eye on because that's who Trinity play next Saturday. It'll be against the Pirates, so it's a good scouting opportunity. But we'll leave you with this, and we'll be back in about 12 minutes for the second half. Oh, welcome back. Second half about to get underway. Trinity have, as expected, shifted their entire lineup. Millsaps don't have that luxury. They have a short bench. And a couple knocks have made it even shorter. I think we have seen the last of Lily Butcher for the game with her elbow/arm injury. I think she is done for the day. She gets a bit more attention on the sideline. Slip there. That's what I was talking about in the first half. This side of the field is more slippery than the other. Play through, keeper comes, gets there. And the change I expected has happened. Trinity Jefferson is now the keeper for Trinity. Off the back, good work defensively from Respresso. Ball comes out wide, but Camille Young unable to keep it in. So a few players we're seeing for the first time today for the Tigers. Well, the first time in this match is what I'm trying to say. Not the first time of their careers, but Hannah Plaisance is on, Emily Camp is on, Noelia Burbers is on, and Hayley Schlosser is on. So a lot of Trinity players now getting the chance to impress, which is probably why we won't see the gas let off here. So the cross is gathered by the keeper because these players all want to impress. Back for Jefferson. Jefferson lays it off for Williard. So Williard, one of the starters, still on. Plaisance beats a defender. Can't beat the second though, it's cleared away. So it'll be a throw for the Tigers. 7-0 your scoreline. Powerful, but right at the keeper, Emily Lozana. Sent deep. Controlled well by Bremen. Bremen lays it off.
Good ball, Abby.
Out wide to Sutton.
Go on, move again.
Bremen looks for options. Lays it square to Hope Monk. Or to Abby Weird. Play long, it's going to be a free kick though. For the Majors.
Go on, together off Alicia. Hope, relax. Ava, go on top of Alicia.
It's our chance to send it forward for
Go stand by her.
Millsaps.
Noelia, come inside. If you play the short, then we go. But yeah. Same Hannah. Drop down and then.
So this will be sent long. Dropping it just outside the area. Trinity can't quite control, and it's with Millsaps. Good opportunity. Lays it back though. I think it's the right move though.
Yep.
I need to rush forward. Try and build something up. And now the Tigers through Schlosser. Blocked by Millsaps. Played forward to Bremen. Bremen lays it off for Sutton. Back for Bremen. A little 1-2 there from Millsaps. Didn't quite come off. Bremen down looking at a knee, but she's back up. It's good to see Schlosser now on the right for the Tigers. It's going to go out for a throw for Trinity. Thrown in, edge of the area, controlled well, but pass eludes everybody and it's out for a throw for Millsaps. Tigers playing it forward. Rueda looked out wide. Tries to find Rueda again, cleared away. The Tigers will gather. I think they'll go back to Jefferson or they'll turn. Turns instead. Out wide to Hoover. Hoover in for Pollock. As they work it around the back through Williard. Williard flicks over the top for Plaisance, but she's offside.
Good line wide, good shape in the back.
So caught well by Millsaps line. Goes out wide again to Plaisance. Couldn't keep it in. Or she did keep it in, but couldn't get around it enough to put it for the attacking support. Goes out to Bremens. But it's a bit telegraphed. That allowed Rueda to gain it, but goes out for a throw anyway for the Majors. Bremens. Back to Bremens. Good pass there from Sutton. Bremens. Looking for options, plays it across the middle, flicked over the top, the run's not quite going to be there, maybe. Maybe Olivas can get there, just not quite there. And Schlosser plays it back to Hartnett, Hartnett through the middle, and now wide left, but offside, yes. Easy decision there for the AR. Certainly a better start to the second half for Millsaps than the first. Doing well here. Good challenge there from Millsaps. Tigers, though, trying to keep it. Maggie Hartnett gets out well and is going to win a throw in the end. So Tigers playing a 4-2-1-3 here in the second half. Sent long. Oh, it's bounced exactly where you wouldn't want it to bounce from the Tigers' perspective, but Trinity Jefferson holds and then lays it off pretty much immediately for the Tigers. Cut out well. Trinity gather at the back though. Through Williard. Williard lays it off for Young. Young beats a defender, played into the middle, looking for Schlosser, but gathered well by Willard. Blocks there. Attempts to control from Sutton, but it goes out for a throw for the Tigers. Camille Young. Thrown in for Williard, the only starter still on the field. And goes long, but only finds Espresso. Played out by Willard. Tigers gather though. Into Schlosser. Quick 1-2 football here. Camp. Emily Camp lays it out left. A lot of runners coming for the Tigers. Well cleared by Millsaps. Control comes, looks to turn, gets the pass away. Gathered well by Millsaps. There's a big gap now, though, between that defensive line and midfield. Blocked well by the keeper.
It's been back and forth for a while there. Ball not going out of play. You know, Millsaps comes forward for a little bit, and then Trinity has it in possession for a while there. Just wave after wave for a little bit there. Get a little bit of a break right now with the corner, but ball just staying in play for long portions here.
Goes near post, but just a little too low for Young. Gonna be a goal kick. So we're through the first 10 minutes almost of this second half. 7-0 for the Tigers. No change to the halftime score. That'll be sent long. Into a contest. Pollock maybe wins it. Yes, the Tigers come away with it. Looking up, looks to beat her defender. Beats one, cuts inside the other. Has a shot, well blocked. Stays in though, the Tigers switch the play. Controlled by Rueda. Oh, a bit of miscommunication there as it goes out for a throw, but it's still a Tigers throw, so they'll be content with that. Controlled by Young. Sends it into the box, cleared away, but not far enough. Was back with Plaisance, and now with Schlosser. Schlosser plays it out wide right for Young. Young looks to cut it back, but it goes more square than back. Keeper claims. Millsaps just can't control that. Schlosser lays it out left for Berbers. Big run. Has a go herself, but goes high and across the face. And another goal kick for the Majors.
Up over the fence.
Over the fence.
One to chase.
Our poor ball retriever has to go get it. Is he really going to jump? He's going to jump the fence. Just
He's
go round.
thinking about
Just
it.
go round.
He's
Just go
going
round.
it.
Don't do it. Oh,
He made it.
He made it. I've seen that go pretty badly wrong. Controlled by Schlosser. Good ball from her. Oh, good recovery.
Great tackle.
Really good work defensively. I believe that was low downer.
It's been a lot of important challenges in the box over the past few minutes here. Millsaps just recovering and making important challenges right at the right moments.
But I've done well. Like, look, their defensive work hasn't been terrible. There's been a few moments where I thought it was a bit lackluster. Shows how there were a couple goals where I thought, maybe you got to take the ball more. Oh, the chance was there for Maggie Hartnett.
It's a similar one, I think, to one we had with DeGrand in the first half. It pops up. It's just too high. When it's that high, it's really hard to get your hips around it. You know, you have to wait for it to drop to a height that you can get to it. And by the time it drops to that height, it's already so far to your width, right? It's already past your foot, past your back hip. And to get around it from there is asking a lot.
Yeah, and you don't really have time to, like, chest it down and control it, so you just got to go for it. She has scored this season, Maggie Hartnett, so I'm going to be completely out of character for her. It's another discussion I have to have about the numbers. She's number 5, but she's a midfielder. That one was unpleasant.
Good Reese.
Reese Brosseau puts her body on the line. And gets there, controlled by the Tigers. Laid back for Young. Crossed. That might go out for a corner. It's going to be a throw for the Tigers, though. They do well. Millsaps not letting that go out for a corner, so a throw in for Trinity. Flicked over the top, but too far. Goes out for another goal kick for the Tigers. Tigers working up the left now. Trying to beat the defender, just can't do it, but will win a corner. Over there on the left side. 6th corner of the game for the Tigers. Corner swung in. Middle of the area, that was a decent header opportunity, but it will be a goal kick. Hartnett gets on the end of it, did well to get there. And a sub coming for the Majors. Anahi Sanchez comes on. Looks like she's going to replace Ava Sutton. first-year defender out of Covington, Louisiana. But she plays more as a winger, so she gets forward well. Does Anahi Sanchez, so one to look out for. That was a horrible Australian pronunciation there. Sanchez. Sanchez? Jeez.
Great ball.
Goes wide right for Plaisance. Beautiful switcher play. Takes the block. It is a corner, not a throw. Still scoreless between Rhodes and Southwestern. That's the game with the most implications for this for the conference tournament.
Ooh.
Ooh, needed that punch. I think that would have been an Olympico.
Yeah, Emily Camp arriving there as well.
Yeah, got to get something on it. Again, she puts her body on the line because she goes flying into the post. Yeah. Does well to hold on to the post, actually.
It's going to hurt. Oh.
That goes out for a
Just
goal
over.
kick. On that one off the corner. Tigers again.
Millsaps got to raise their back line here. They're giving Trinity so
Yeah, they're giving
much
them a lot of
space. I know they're tired. I know it. Like, you probably feel like if we raise, we're just gonna have to run back again. And honestly, that
might happen.
It might happen, but
you also might get
right
the
now,
offside trap, and
yeah.
then you can rest because
Yep.
you've caught offside. You get a free kick.
Yeah, but the way it is right now too, like you give them that space, you're guaranteeing that you're going to be back in your defensive third again, and that's where you're doing your work. As Camp is in now, takes it out of play.
Just couldn't get it out. Just trying to get around it. And it looks like Kalia Torres getting ready to come back on as an outfield player again.
For the majors, Torres.
She'll be coming in for Jordan Templeton. Looks like she's going to be playing up front, actually. They've made a shift. Kalia Torres playing as a striker, goalkeeper / forward. I think she's gonna ask him to put that on her bio next year.
Oh yeah.
Goalkeeper / forward. Oh, a beautiful cut through there from Emily Camp. Good work with the ball at her feet. Torres signals that she wants that through ball. Oh, she was ready for that run too. But the Tigers get it away. Schlosser trying to get on the end of it. It's cleared away. Controlled by Young. Goes out wide for Plaisance. Cut back. Oh! Keeper does get there. And in the end, it's going to be called as a free kick for some contact with the goalkeeper. Goalkeepers are a protected species, as they should be. There's a real danger that could have been an own goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, just connected with the glove there. So we're going to get a look at this. Keeper might need to come off, which means we might have a weird sort of baseball-style change where you're shifting someone's position. Kalia Torres just had a bit of a laugh. She's actually coming over to the sideline in case she needs to get a goalkeeper jersey on.
Yep.
Which would be a rare moment where a goalkeeper plays outfield and goal in the same game.
In the same half?
Yeah, she's on the field as an outfield player. They may need to sub her.
That seems to be the indication, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, she's going to have to get a goalkeeper kit on, so Kalia Torres is going to go from playing as a striker to playing as a goalkeeper. They're going to have to sub someone out
from one end to the other
to make the change. But what a rare moment. She's essentially playing because the coach, said you've worked hard, you deserve to play, you deserve to get on the field.
Yeah.
And now she's going to play as a keeper and a striker at the same time. So, well, not at the same time, but
Yeah.
in the same half.
Wow.
1 minute,
Never
1 minute
know.
she's a striker, 1 minute she's a goalkeeper. So,
Yeah.
and she's going to have 2 jersey numbers for this game too. So, our condolences to the statistical team,
Yeah.
who now have to
Figure that out.
figure out how you record a player with 2 different numbers in the same game.
Yep. But getting her goalkeeper jersey back on, that's what she started the game wearing.
Yeah, she was wearing a goalkeeper jersey on the sideline. Then they found a spare number to give her so she could wear an outfield jersey. And so now she's going to have to go in and play goal. I don't know if she's going to get a goalkeeper warm-up either because she's been on the field as a striker. So it's an unusual experience. Hopefully everything's okay. But yeah, I just think she got stepped on is what happened there. Just kind of caught a foot to the hand. I'm just going a quick update on the road Southwestern game. Still scoreless. 34th minute. Now, if that stays scoreless, that would also, not only would Trinity clinch playoffs today, they would effectively clinch top 2 finish.
Yeah.
If Rhodes don't win there. Because the goal difference will be a big factor, but that would effectively clinch it. So, but it'll be big for Southwestern. If they can avoid losing that game, Southwestern will be huge for them because it'll keep them alive. The other 2 games haven't started yet. Berry Sewanee, Oglethorpe and Centre are your 2 other games in SAA play. So we're having a gets a healthy round of applause from the crowd as she comes off. And so the sub will happen. We'll see who comes on, because you would say, well, Kalia Torres will come on, but she was already on.
Ooh.
So somebody has to sub on to play in Kalia Torres' up front. So I don't know how many times I have seen games and done games where a goalkeeper's come in, like a striker's come into goal, but it was like because of a red card or something like that. Like they've had to change the goalkeeper late, and there wasn't a sub left, so like a striker stepped up and put his and put the gloves on. This is a little different from that. Goalkeeper was playing outfield, and now comes in to play as a goalkeeper. So in the 26th minute, she's playing as a goalkeeper, and in the 26th minute, she's playing as a striker. She's playing as a striker. Now she's playing as a goalkeeper. And ball sent long by. So it's a disappointing end for Emily Lozano because she's done well. She's made 7 saves in a difficult game. You know, she hasn't had a ton of protection at times.
And again, the save rate is not terrible at all.
Yeah, I mean, she saved 50% of shots on target.
Oh, camps in.
Oh, it's a hard thing to do when you've just come on as a goalkeeper. That's good work from Emily Camp. Works well with the ball to feet, played it across the body, puts it in the back of the net.
Yeah, it's a great first touch here. Look at the space. There's a small gap there between the two defenders.
Tiny gap.
Yep, and that touch, she, like you said, just directs it right through, puts herself in the position where she's one-on-one with the keeper. It's all that first touch. The finish is good, but it's the first touch that really makes that goal.
That's hard. Look, it's hard for Torres, who's literally just
Yeah.
got out of the mind of playing outfield to
Yep.
now play as a keeper.
Goal for the Tigers.
So Emily Camp, that is her first collegiate goal for Emily Camp, and there's another goalkeeping change. So we have seen 5 goalkeepers used in this game now. So we're on our 5th goalkeeper as the Tigers make a change. Colette Whitsitt comes in. That'll be the last change because neither side have any more goalkeepers to use. So unless something happens and we've got to get an outfield player in, because I don't think we're going to see a. I don't think Millsaps have a goalkeeper now on the bench. They're not going to put her back in. And so if Torres gets a red, it would be a dilemma for Millsaps. So hopefully that doesn't happen for their sake. Or if she cops an injury as well. It's been quite a few injuries for Millsaps.
Yeah.
They've just been. And again, there's that offside trap you wanted to happen. It's worked. So. Offside trap pays off for Millsaps. They'll get to clear it away. It's unfortunate when you come on as a keeper and you've got to jump back and get the ball out of the back of the net. It's the first thing you have to do. And unfortunately, we haven't seen Emily Lozano come back here, so she might be getting treatment elsewhere.
Yeah.
Maybe back up at the Bell Centre where there's a bit more facilities and equipment. You bring down what you can, but it's been a bit of the walking wounded today. Few injuries for both sides.
I think she's over right on the.
Oh,
Yep,
she is
she's-
coming
she's
over.
right.
She's just making her way over gradually.
Yeah,
Yeah, no need to
she's
rush.
getting some attention over on the
The Trinity bench,
The
where
Trinity
the
bench,
where
yeah.
the
where everything
where
is
all the equipment
sat,
is for,
yeah.
for the trainers. So, yeah, it's hard for Millsaps. They have a thin squad, and then they've just been hammered with injuries today. I think that's the 3rd or 4th. So Trinity have had a couple today too. So
Yep.
it's been.
Yeah, and we've also, I think there's been a couple of players for Millsaps who have just, playing in the midfield in a game like this is an unbelievable amount of running, and when your bench is light like that, like it's hard. It's hard, and so I think there's been a few players who have just ran themselves into the ground a little bit, and had to come out and get some water and take some time because it is a lot to run as much as they're having to run because you go down 8-0, you still have pride. You don't want to allow more.
Yeah, you don't want it to get out to 10. You
Yeah.
don't want it to get out to.
You're going to keep playing.
They've got a 13-0 win on their record.
Yeah.
They don't want to be on the other end of that, But yeah, they have 21 players on their roster, but they haven't travelled with all 21. So that makes it a little harder. Like, they have players that are also dealing with injury who couldn't make the trip, and then I'm sure they have players that have been struggling with injury through the season, who are playing through. So it's hard and it's difficult. Look, these seasons college soccer seasons are short but intense. Really good ball out wide for the Tigers. For Anna Newland. Oh, she does well. She gets around. Cut back. Shot comes. It's over. Really good cutback from Anna Newland. And we're doing a water break by the looks of it.
Officials, water break.
So just with the injuries and with everything, kind of a chance to relax. They're doing a water break. I think the instruction was from the referee when he came over earlier, just said, hey, we're going to do a water break, but keep the clock running.
Yeah.
So clock still runs for this one. I think Millsaps were kind of like, look, let's just keep things going, and Trinity were like, there's no need to.
Yeah, and I think that's probably going
this
to be
going.
the way that the rest of the time that the clock is not going to.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see the clock stop. for the rest of this one. So that's what's going on. If you're wondering, if you're tuning in and you're like, why are there just the ball sitting there and the clock's still running? Yeah, it's just a kind of decision made due to the nature of this game and the situation
as well. I think, the people getting hurt in this game.
Yeah,
There's no need for it right now.
So we'll take a look, though, at the Southwestern game. Southwestern versus Rhodes there on your other screen. For something like that. I think it's Seniors Day at Southwestern, hence the numbers painted on the pitch, if you were wondering. Because it's their last home game of the season.
Yeah, still 0-0 with the half.
Yeah, only 2 minutes to go there.
Away, so
Rhodes have been...
It's been a tough road trip for them.
Yeah, I mean, although Southwestern's women's team is not what it has been in recent years, but yeah, I think
it's been a tough road trip in that they've played almost 3 full halves now and haven't scored. And then on top of that, look, if you looked at the schedule at the start of the season, you would have said, oh, Southwestern and Trinity back to back, which is pretty much everybody's road trip. That's a difficult road trip. It just hasn't worked out this year for whatever reason for Southwestern. I think in previous years they've had that one key talent that's just torn things up, and I don't know if they have it this year. But. Yeah, I'll give credit right now to head coach Luke Schwartz. Just hearing what he's saying to his team right there, just a little bit of it. But one good point he just made is it's 1-0 Trinity in the second half. Right, Trinity's made their subs and they've rotated people in, but. Honestly, you make the argument with the age that Millsaps has in their program right now. This is now the fair matchup where you're playing your first years and sophomores.
Right, yeah,
versus
you're not having a whole bunch of
sophomores.
Seniors and juniors against freshmen.
And so in this second half where the match has been a little bit more even, Trinity have dominated possession and they've been all over it, but it's 1-0 only. They're doing a lot of good things, and I think that also comes with the fact these Trinity players who are on the field right now didn't play as much in the first half. They haven't played a whole season versus a Millsaps team who played the whole first half and were doing so much work in the first half. They're exhausted. The Trinity players are full of energy right now. Mm-hmm. And it's still only 1-0. I think that's a great point from him there, and it's really hard and really important. You have a group of young players right now that are, I think, extra vulnerable to the mental side of the game, and you don't want them to lose confidence, and you want to make sure that you're keeping them and letting them know that you see the work that they're doing. They're not doing this work right now for nothing, and that they're making progress, and that by the time they're seniors and juniors, this will be something you can look back on and say we learned a lot from this game, and we gained some experience and competence that helped us down the road.
It's a really good ball, good effort. That's a good save. Really good save. She had to get down there, was coming at it quickly.
Yeah, a lot of power on that.
And then a handball too. So Millsaps will get out of it. But yeah, you're right. It's a 1-0 in a even strength or an even experienced game. It's 1-0. And I think you look at that and you go, look, that's the positive, and that's how we're going to frame it. Is we had a tough game against Trinity, who are. To talk a little about the disparity. The NPI for Trinity is 33. The NPI for Millsaps is 346. That's the disparity we're talking about. That would be like a team in London's local league playing a championship team. That's the discrepancy we're talking about. In the FA Cup, how you have those crazy matchups where it's National League North. This isn't even that high, against a championship side. Trinity 33rd, that'd be mid-table championship in England. So, there's a big discrepancy here, and when they're playing against underclass against underclass, they've actually matched up really well.
Yeah.
And it's just that experience gap, and that'll change.
Yep.
Oh, it's a beautiful ball at the top. It bounced exactly where you don't want it to as a keeper. If that spun back the other way, that's a potential 8-1. There, Millsaps getting on the board. It is half-time in Georgetown. Scoreless between the Pirates and the Lynx. This is a huge result for Georgetown if they can hold it. For
Good
Georgetown,
touch
for
from Anna
Southwestern.
Newland there. And a great run as well from DeGrand.
Oh, big run. Newland has a go.
Oh. That's really good team interplay there, though. DeGrand, she's in the middle of the field, and she makes a run across the front of Newland right there. And as you can see, she's on the backside there on the end. But at the beginning, when Newland is near midfield, she makes a run from the center of the field across the face of Newland towards the sideline. And that run, obviously you want runners towards the sideline always, but that run drew 3 defenders with her, including the defender who was at that time covering Newland. She just shifted her body position to try and block the pass, and it gave Newland an avenue right through the middle of the field, and she didn't hesitate. Oh, off the post.
Cleared away. Yeah, and look, Ava DeGrand, she this summer won the Caribbean Schoolgirls Championship with the Cayman Islands. She's an interesting scenario because she's Canadian, but she was going to school in the Cayman Islands, so she's plays international schoolgirls for the Cayman Islands, but would internationally represent Canada. It's a unique situation, that one, but won the Caribbean Cup, which is a big tournament. It's a big win, huge win for the Cayman Islands, who are not normally considered in there. Cleared away for a corner. So she's got that experience there. And she's both-footed. So corner here for the Tigers as the tree got a bit of trimming. Headed, but high and wide. Maggie Hunnett again doing well to get in the position. Just can't quite convert it. 13 minutes to go here in the second half. 8-0 your score, Trinity over Millsaps. In a game that will clinch Trinity's place in the SAA tournament and put them a step closer to getting the bye in that tournament. That'll be held at Rhodes in a couple weeks.
And again, for Trinity, I think this is a great game. I mean, you get your younger players in, you let them have a run at goal, you see what you've got in terms of attacking threats from a lot of the less experienced players and players that you haven't necessarily been able to watch play in these sort of games and situations. Obviously, you see them at practice, you see them in your scrimmages, but this is different as DeGrand could have a shot here.
It does so.
But yeah, I think for Trinity, you gain a lot of knowledge, and then when you look at the first half, when you're scoring all those goals, like I said in the first half, Coach Harrison's emphasis has been all season with me on we're doing the right things, we're in the right places, and we're creating the chances. And when you look at the statistics sheets, you can see that we are dominating games. We're having possession, we're creating shots, but we're struggling to be clinical in front of goal. Today they were very clinical, and I think even if, yeah, you're able to score 8 and it maybe doesn't feel like you've made that progress, like, oh yeah, we were more clinical, but whatever. Like, it gives you confidence. Everybody got goals. People then can feel, well, I have scored.
Yeah,
I've hit the back
8
of
goals,
the net.
7
I've
goal
done
scorers.
It. So I think that's the other thing you get is you build some confidence in your ability. Now, yeah, we've all season been creating these chances, and now we know we can finish them when they come our way.
Anna Newland sends it out wide. Oh, it's a good deflection needed to be, because then you've got Olivia Wagner just completely open out there. So throw in. Anna Newland's going to get there. Takes the contact, turns the throw. Anna Newland gets around the second. Can she beat the third? She can. She's going to have to cut it back. She does. Oh, she nutmegs the keeper. And that's 9. Goal to Ava DeGrand. First collegiate goal for Ava DeGrand. But beautiful work here from Anna Nguyen. That's her second assist. As she cuts it back and then nutmegs the keeper. It's 9 for the Tigers. And Nguyen's second assist of the season and career for her. Ava DeGrand, first collegiate goal for Ava DeGrand. So 9 goals, 8 goal scorers. An assist for Anna Nguyen. Starting to approach her sister and getting on the score sheet frequently. Not quite up to Ilsa's goal involvement levels. With 2 assists, Ilsa Nguyen has 4 goals this season, so all 4 goals of her collegiate career. That's a bold move that far back to look to skin your defender. And now the Tigers moving forward. Ava DeGrand goes to ground there. Under pressure. Good work from Hope Monk there. Had to win a few challenges. Good work with the feet from Ava DeGrand. DeGrand continues a run. She's going to be found again. Anna Nguyen takes a touch to get round. Can she get there before the keeper? She can! Anna Nguyen scores her first collegiate goal! She puts it in the back of the net. The Nguyen sisters have both scored goals this season. First collegiate goal for Anna Nguyen's.
We'll see if she...
That's a beautiful goal. She did really well. She got the touch. My first thought was maybe it was a little too heavy.
Yeah.
But she did well. She got there.
Well, I was curious if she was going to go give a hug to Ilsa.
I don't think Ilsa gave her a hug when she got her first collegiate goal. So,
yeah, fair enough.
So a goal and an assist in about a minute for Anna Nguyen.
Yeah.
Phenomenal work from her, and she made that goal. Honestly, she should get an assist for herself because that pass that she made to herself.
Yeah. I think the exhaustion is really starting to show here now.
Yeah, I mean, look, they
haven't been able to make subs for a while.
They've really only got one player on the bench, and that's the change they make now. So, like, there's just no option for the majors at this point.
They'd been pinned back in their own half, defending really well, like we had talked about. Like, it was 1-0 to that point in the half, and defending well for a long stretch of time. But you're not making any subs, and you are not getting any break. You're not holding the ball. Anytime you win it, you're giving it right back to them, and so you're getting very, very exhausted. And I think it shows there in the end here. And Trinity grabbed two more late goals.
Changes for the Tigers. Hannah Plaisance and Isabella Rueda coming on. Big shift there for Hayley Schlosser. 38 minutes for her. Which so far this season she's played 76 minutes all up, so that'll be her biggest shift of the season. Played back. Headed by the Tigers. Looking together, played through. Oh, it's Anna Nguyen again. Is she going to get a brace here? That was the call from the bench. Cleared away. I think it might have been Ilsa Nguyen that yelled out, get a brace, actually. Sounded like it. That would put it equal on goal involvements, actually, with Ilsa, if she got a brace, because she has that assist today. So that gives her 3 goal involvements this season.
Oh, doesn't Anna or Ilsa have 4 goals, though?
4 goals, yeah. So if she scored, she'd be on 4 goal involvements.
So Ilsa doesn't have any assists?
No assists for Ilsa.
So that would, that would.
So they'd be on 4 goal involvements apiece. But you could almost give Anna an assist for her own goal with that through ball.
There's space for her.
And a new one gets there.
Good defending.
Good work. Yeah, forced her to not get enough on it, right?
Yeah.
And so she could only play it to. She could only play it to the. Basically straight to. Kalia Torres. The stats team has figured it out. They have been able to credit everything. Originally, there were 2 players called Kalia Torres, a 25 and a 1. Now they've just credited it all under the 1. Oh, a decent effort. Goes just wide. Final 5 minutes of this one. Trinity 10, Millsaps
For the majors,
0.
Jordan Templeton.
Ava, attacking mid.
But look, learning experience for the majors. They've, with a thin bench, they've fought hard just to still be going. Honestly, with how thin the bench is and with the injuries. So, throw in for the majors. Ball comes out to Olivia Wagner.
Now if it goes right, now you can go. Good.
Anna Newland. Newland plays the ball forward for Erin O'Donnell. O'Donnell looks to send it in, swung in. It's taken a touch. Newland, oh, it's deflected by her own teammate, and it goes out for a goal kick. Oh, that was unfortunate for Anna Newland. Still think defensively they would have had that covered, the majors, but it's frustrating to get a goal kick and not a corner out of it when you're played forward over the top.
Good ball.
That was the call. Finds Hannah
Great
Pazant.
touch.
It's blocked. Oh, that was a vital touch from Lola Downer. This took all the sting out of it. Easy claim for Keila Torres, who, have to remind you, was playing as a striker before she went in goal. Such has been this game for Millsaps. It's been a tough one. They got one more game left in the season, but it's against Rhodes, who... A challenge for them is Rhodes aren't going to be able to let up either, because there's still going to be a chance of getting a bye in the tournament. So it's not like Rhodes can let up. Trinity couldn't let up because they hadn't clinched yet. They still haven't clinched a bye yet, so that could be happening today.
I think another unfortunate piece to that as well is that Trinity's game with Southwestern is on Saturday. Millsaps and Rhodes play on Friday.
Yeah, so Trinity will know exactly what they have to do. Southwestern will know partly what they have to do to qualify. Essentially, the equation's pretty easy for Southwestern.
For
they just have
Millsaps,
to win.
if Trinity and Sewanee played first, then Rhodes knows, okay, we can't get the bye.
Yeah, maybe
right,
they ease off. Yeah.
With Trinity playing the next day,
Rhodes have to go for it. They have to know. They have to assume that if they win, they can get the bye.
Yep.
Which isn't exactly how to work, but that's just how they have to play it.
Yep.
They have to figure that, well, we have to win. The only chance to get the bye, they have to assume, is by winning. So it means Rhodes have to go for it.
I mean, it is. Their only chance will be
to
winning.
Win. Yeah.
They have to win, and then they have to have other results go their way. But you can only focus on what you can do.
Technically, they could get a bye with a draw. But they would need a lot more to go their way if that happened. So they have to win it, which means Rhodes have to go for it. They also have to assume there's a goal difference factor here.
Yep.
Now, again, only 3 goals count. The highest your goal difference can be in any given game is 3.
In the SAA.
In the SAA. So that's how to account for any tiebreaker. That said, Trinity holds the tiebreaker over Rhodes because it's based on the first tiebreaker's games against each other. So
I'm cool with capping goal difference. I don't know how you feel about it, but 3 is not where I would cap it.
I'd probably cap it at like 5
That's
if
what
I'm
I
going to
think I
cap
would
it.
do. Yeah.
3 is too common.
Yeah. You got to give room for an impressive win. That's what I think.
I think, but also notably, the NPI does not cap goal difference, so the number of goals you score. So there still is a benefit to going out and smashing someone like this. But Trinity don't get many NPI points for this, for beating Millsaps because of the disparity, so they have to score a lot of goals to make it notable. Anna Newland
Good
goes
run from
around.
Newland. She stays on her feet.
Stays on her feet. Cut back. Cleared away. We're in the final minute. Cleared away by Millsaps again. Looks like it'll end at 10. We'll see. Does Trinity try one more to get 11? That's going to go out. It'll be a goal kick. So that's your final score. Trinity 10, Millsaps 0. Tough season for Millsaps continues. That's the end of their season effectively. They now cannot make the playoffs, the SAA tournament. So that'll be it for Millsaps. Trinity, though, with that win, Trinity have clinched a place in the SAA playoffs, as we'll take a look at some of the goals. I don't think we're going to see all 10 of these goals. But with that win, Trinity clinch a place in the SAA playoffs. And now they're in absolutely the box seat. A draw against Southwestern on Saturday will be enough for Trinity to clinch the bye. Dylan Harrison actually talking to a couple of Millsaps players, encouraging them, which is good to see. He had a good chat to that player I pointed out, actually, Alex Bremond. He was having a good chat with her. Look, you see a lot of the Millsaps players limping off right now.
Yeah.
Like, it has been a tough game and a tough season for Millsaps, but they will come back, they will be back. They're a young side. They've got that opportunity to grow. And you just hope that they can overcome it and don't look at these kind of games and feel upset about them too often. So they'll have Rhodes next. Again, it's a tough game. It's a tough game for them. And then Trinity next up for them is Southwestern, which could clinch the bye. But that's it from us. We have the men's game coming up in about half an hour. I've been Chris Hockman. With me has been Scott Lebo. We will see you in about half an hour for the men's game.